Hello there. Welcome to the Leeds House, where it's a whole lot of fun, prizes to be won, and I'm obviously Pat Sharp with Mullet. And with me isn't two twins, I'm afraid, but it's Kev. How you doing, pal?
I'm all right, mate. How are you? That was a good one.
Brilliant one.
Just
Worked on that all week.
It's from the Whoopi Goldberg now to Pat Sharp. Yeah.
I'm a chameleon. What do you want me to say?
I want you to say that Leeds are going to win on Saturday.
I'm going to say it. I always say that we're going to win. I'm going to say it the rest of the season. How do you feel after the week's gone now that it's looking back at Watford?
Still buzzing, mate. To be honest with you, I keep thinking about it. I've watched those shorts and videos of Rutter all week, of non-stop Farkas touch, the ones that we've created, and put them on the channel. Look at them.
Yeah.
They've been pretty good, hasn't it? It's just been a really good week. I'm just buzzing going into this weekend now, quietly confident. I do think this is going to be our toughest test of the season so far, though. I think they've got a lot to prove, considering they haven't won a game in September yet, have they? To be fair, they haven't drawn either. They've conceded a lot of goals as well, and we ain't conceded any. So this is just got 0-0 written all over it, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean it's that old Leeds fear, ain't it? Where you're expecting a certain result from this game, judging by the form of both teams, and then we often in history have a way of making us look stupid. But I don't think that's going to happen much this season. I really don't. I don't think it's. I'm going to probably predict a big score, but in my head, I don't think it's going to be as dominant as we might think it is. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'll I'm making a funny face here for those of you listening on Spotify. I always have a feeling about against Southampton every time we play them. Last season, what was it? Was it 2-2? And we beat them 1-0?
Junior Furbo.
Yeah, Junior Furbo. So, I mean, I thought they'd be up there with us. And talking about up there with us, they're only actually 3 points behind us anyway. I think this is going to be a really tough game, Everyone's talking about attacking talent and how we can just run right through them. And I said this the other day as well. But I've just got a feeling that they might change the way they play up a little bit when they're playing against us. Instead of this expansive 19 wing-backs, 2 midfield rotation diamond, whatever the fuck he wants to play. Because it's just weird formation that he plays.
Yeah.
And
they're going to have to do something to counteract the way we play. But he's very much like, sort of like Russell Martin, from what I gather, is very much like, he won't change the way he plays. He'll just want to keep pushing and pushing until they get it right.
Yeah.
I hope they do that on Saturday, because I think we'll score hatful if they do that. But I'm also thinking that the way we're playing at the moment, they're gonna want to change to affect us a little bit.
That's what I think. I do think they're going to go for speed out wide against us, which every other team's done so far. And I'll do the one worry that I have about them if he does start is Luke Ayling playing against that Sulemana, because he's he's rapid and he's really fast. I know and that Adozi as well, because he goes past players for fun, and he plays over on that side too. And I do worry about Luke Ayling's, let's just say, defensive frailty playing against them too this weekend.
That was very kind of you to say defensive frailty.
Yeah, I could have called him an absolute spooner, but I didn't.
You might stick with Shax there.
I think he will. I hope he does. I really hope he does. And
you might need to.
I've been doing some scouring of the Southampton fans and what they're thinking today, and they think that that's our weakness, is Byram and Luke Ayling are our weakness, and that's how they're going to beat us this weekend.
Byram?
Mm-hmm.
Why do they think Byram was a weakness? He's been fucking since he's been good going forward, but he's actually good defensively.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't, a lot of people get past him. I don't know what they're watching, but carry on. Let's hit Byram's side.
Yeah, to do that. Well, he'll be further forward anyway. So I think we will pin them back a little bit, because the way we're growing into this formation, the way that we're playing, it's insane, isn't it? It's just so good.
I think they'll start. I don't know actually whether they'll sit back and try and like suss us out, or they'll want to start and get an early goal.
I think they have to attack. I think they have
probably
to
the
attack
best bet
because if they don't attack, the crowd's going to get at them as well. Considering obviously the recent results, this could be a really tricky game for Southampton as well as us. I mean, they could come out all firing, and we could not be prepared for that. And obviously, we've kept 4 clean sheets, but we're still a bit sus at the back at the moment because still people are. We've had chances against us. We've just been quite lucky.
Not massive though.
Yeah, not huge chances. But Ipswich before that, how many times have the teams against that? Hull at the end where they hit the post. I mean, we are still susceptible, but that was against 10 men. Maybe I'm just being a little bit.
No, we're not susceptible. Rodon's back.
Yeah, will he play? Probably.
Yeah, he will. I think they'll. I think I'll put him straight back in.
I think he will.
For that, I think he will. That's nothing. That's not a knock on Cooper, but you know, it is sort of a knock on Cooper.
Yeah, I just want to win matches. It's been a while. How many games have we won this season now? Then 3, 4,
3. Yeah, 3.
3. So we've won 3 matches. We've drawn 4 and lost 1. Played 8. That's not bad, is it?
It's not bad considering the start we had.
Yeah,
it's not bad. And if we're being completely honest, it probably should have been 7 wins.
Yeah, just Birmingham.
That's not me. Like, it's not me being like Leeds tinted glasses on or anything, but judging just by the gameplay and how we played, we could have come away with 7 wins this season, and even a draw against Birmingham because that was a short game.
Yeah. What do you know about the Southampton players then, James? Who do you know?
I know that they wear red and white. Sorry,
red and yellow. You've got the colours one. They play at the Dal.
They play at that Dal. Matt Letizia plays for them.
Yeah. Francis Benali.
Yeah. George Weah's cousin made an appearance once.
Oh, Ali Dai. Do you remember him? Oh, some of the older listeners will remember Ali Dai. It's the guy that blagged Graham Souness. He was George Weah's cousin and he was a professional footballer. He brought him on for 4 minutes and took him off. And then he got rid of him. He was fucking shite.
This is the thing. I actually think he was actually George Weah's cousin, but he just wasn't a footballer.
Oh, yeah.
He just used the fact that he's George Weah's cousin to get in there. Yeah. That's mental,
insane. Yeah, thinking about that now. How insane was Southampton letting Ali Dai, he probably weren't even on trial. They've signed a player that they knew nothing about. We've had trial as well, again, Freddie Freddy's against us. It was amazing. It was so good.
Maybe he's ready for his comeback on Saturday.
Yeah. We just can't bring back some good memories, though. I mean, who scored a hat-trick against these, James?
Michael Bridges.
Michael fucking Bridges.
I love that game.
I love that game too. I mean, Square Ball had it on recently, didn't they, as well? Brings back so many memories.
I was in where was I? I was in a caravan somewhere, probably Skegness or somewhere.
Of course you was.
When we won that game. And I remember because pretty much the day after, or the day before the day after, we bought Darren Huckabee from Coventry. And I just thought my head was going to explode. I was like, what's going on? We're really good.
Oh, it's that Mark Hughes goal against these as well, weren't it? The one where it hit the backboard and come out. I think we've already spoken about this on the podcast.
Yeah, we did. We did it last time,
Yeah, let's not talk about that then. But, I mean, Southampton Leeds, on paper, it's a Premiership fixture, isn't
it? Yeah. It's funny what we say. Like, I think we've been out of the Premiership more than we haven't.
Yeah.
But it's mad to think of it like that. But yeah, saying it, Southampton, and it's one of the games from the olden days, ain't it, in the Premier League and on First Division and stuff. Yeah, so
I thought they'd be flying. I'll be honest with you, I really did think Southampton, Leicester, and us would all be up there now. Because I thought it's a weird thing to say, but I think the Premier League was the best it's ever been. Was last season, like the way all the teams were, and all the players that played for each team, and like what clubs and that were in it. They were the best the Premiership has ever been was last year. If you have a look at it now with the 3 promoted teams, Burnley, Luton and Sheffield United, I think they all got 1 point each or something like that. I'm not too sure about 100% about the table, but I mean, it looks dire for the promoted clubs there. That's why I think that the Premiership last year was the best it's ever been as a league, as in like a strength of each individual quality of each individual team.
Do you know what I think as well? Like looking at clubs like, so you got them 3 that have started really badly. They don't look like they're going to get a point from anywhere. Well, I know they've got a point, but like any like wins or anything.
Yeah.
You look at teams like Everton, who've been struggling for years, Bournemouth, who they'll probably be a bit okay this year, but like recent years, then you got Forest. All these teams that have started a bit slow and think, oh, they might be in there. They'll look at them other 3 teams and it'll take a bit of pressure off them and go, oh, well, these are fucking garbage. And it'll probably give them a bit more freedom to pick up more points. So I'm a bit pissed off about that because I wanted Bournemouth and Everton to come down.
You know, I was looking at some of the stats and that now, because of the way the games and that have gone. Imagine having 25 points and you could probably survive this season in the Premiership.
Yeah, I know.
That's mad, isn't it?
Shit anyway, Premier.
Yeah, shit anyway. Don't want to be there. Let's talk again about the weekend. So, one of our sometimes we've struggled recently is against big men. Okay, and they've got Shea Adams from, and obviously we've been linked with Shea Adams for a lot of the time, and I mean we did have Rodon. Rodon's quite good. I've seen his stats against some of the bigger players, and he actually does all right. But if Shea Adams tends to drift onto the left side of centre back, so say Strauch would be playing now. Okay, I don't know. I think Shea Adams is a good player, especially at this level, and we've been linked with him. But what do you think Southampton's problem is right now? Because can I be honest with you?
Defence.
No, I haven't watched any of their games. I just watched Leeds.
I haven't watched much of their games, but like from what you hear and what you sort of the little bits that you do see is like they try and keep the ball, and they do like remember Reading a few years ago.
Yeah,
it's like keep it a lot, but they push forward and they get caught and they can't get back basically. So they push everyone forward and they keep the ball. They keep the ball really close to each other. So there's little passes here and there. There's not many like raking long passes out wide and that. They try and keep the ball and they keep moving it.
Yeah. So why do they keep getting done through the middle then if they're all together?
That's what I'm saying. I think they push everyone forward to try and like do what we've been doing and suffocating teams, and then haven't got the capability of recovering when they lose it. I think Leicester did it to them like 4 times. They could have got a few hatful. But they weren't really doing it. They didn't need to do it.
Actually, that's the game I did watch of theirs was Leicester Southampton. I just wanted to see what they were like. I mean, Leicester didn't even look that good.
That's what I'm saying. They didn't need to do a lot to get goals against them. It was very sort of. So if we play at our best and they play the way they've been playing, we should score a hatful.
Would you go?
At least I've got the shooting boots on. It might be 0-0.
Would you go with the same team that played against Watford? Or would you change anything apart from Rodon?
Probably Rodon will come in. Yeah, I mean, it's not really. You don't really need to change much else, do you? Really.
No. What about Jadon Anthony? Would you think that he might be in with a shout of a start?
Maybe if he wants to sort of mix it around a bit, but I think Dan James has obviously earned a place with his 2 assists. Somerville's been.
Where do these keep coming from? Is he like an accidental footballer, Dan James? I've got a lot of time for him because he seems like a nice lad, right? And he's rapid. Yeah. But his numbers are great. But some
of his balls are actually good.
Well, that one for Pirro was really good. I've never seen a cross like that before. Oh yeah, the one for Rutter as well.
Yeah, that was a great ball. That one.
He actually assisted Luke Ayling as well against West Brom, didn't he? Oh, for God's sake, Dan James. It's just
this is what I mean. Like he'll probably stay in, and Somerville's been electric. He isn't getting any sort of like assists and goals or anything. But
he's getting in the right positions though. His keeper's made some good saves from him. I mean, on any other day, a couple of those goals would have went in. Like even against Hull, that one where he's hit the volley, that could have went in on another day. And that one the keeper saved at the weekend, that Backman. He's in the right areas, and you can see that he's getting more confident as the season goes on as well. We're only 8 games in. We've got 38 games left, mate. There's a lot of football to be played now. We've got 3 games in 7 days.
He'll score some goals. He will score some.
I think he'll get 5 to 7 goals. Somerville this year. What do you think?
Yeah,
he's already got 1, hasn't he?
I think you might get. Has he got 1?
Yeah, it's Cardiff.
Oh, of course he did. Yeah, of course. Yeah. I think he'll get. I think he'll 10, maybe 10. He'll probably hit a couple of doubles at some point.
I hope so, mate.
I think we'll score a lot of goals this year. I really do. I think then we'll have a lot of, like I said, I think there'll be a lot of sporadic goals as well. I think you'll have a few on double figures, I reckon.
I think Pirro's going to get to double figures.
It's nearly there already, isn't it?
I think so. How has he got 4? That's good, isn't it?
Okay. I think they will, all of them.
Do you think... Okay, so we're going to get back to our star boy now. Star boy, he's cooking. All these names of the lingo the kids use. What did we say when we were kids about a good player?
Costa.
Yeah. No, what did we say when we were youngsters about like a really good player? What would we say?
What would we say?
I don't know. I was just thinking about it now.
The best player?
The best player when we were playing Match of the Day.
You're the best player.
Yeah, Cupsy doubles. Yeah, so Rutter obviously is going to be playing this weekend. He plays better on Saturdays, obviously, that we've seen. It's a nice weekend game for him. How do you think he's going to do this weekend? Because everyone's raving about him at the moment. It's just refreshing. Not many people have had bad words to say. Only people saying, "Oh, he's in the Championship." Well, I don't give a shit. He's impressing me. I'm really looking forward to watching him every game now. How do you think he's going to play against this sort of Southampton team? Because I don't really see him having any massively combative midfielders. I know the centre half, that Howard Bellis is quite a good player, but maybe not for their system. So how do you think he's going to get on?
I think like the way he played on Saturday was probably the freest he seemed, like in terms of just like comfort, freedom across the park, and I think he'll grow. I think there will be games where he won't work for him, I guess, but at the moment, I think we're in this good little vibe at the moment, and I think he might, make a few people look stupid again on Saturday.
I'd like to hope so. I wouldn't mind making another little reel of his skills and that to obviously put onto the shorts this week. That would be really, really nice. But I mean, I'd like power. Yeah, I'd like it. Yeah, you'd want to see him on full power. If he's not playing if he's only just like starting to express himself, there's still more to come. Exactly. But yeah, I think what you put on obviously on the socials saying that he needs to go full power and needs to be let loose, doesn't he? And I wouldn't mind seeing him get on a score sheet just so I could see him celebrate. It would hearten a warm of the heart for every Leeds United fan out there. And I think like the way that the fan base is taken to him now as well, because he seems just like a genuine guy. Just to score, please, mate. Do it for me. I might actually go down to the local bookkeepers. Maybe I'm not going to do that because I'll jinx it. Just leave it.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
This is why I'm never. If you notice, I'm not picking Pirro to score any goals
because he does.
He keeps scoring. So I'm not gonna predict that he's gonna score goals.
Because James believes in jinxes massively. By the way,
I do.
Yeah.
Don't know why.
Yeah. Whenever he always thinks that I'm the worst jinx in the world. So when I used to always go, he's not going to score, and then he's absolute hammer a free kick into the top corner. So yeah, he thinks I'm a bad jinx.
You used to do it all the time, though. You did, mate.
Yeah.
You'd say stuff like, "Oh, how shit he is," and then he'd have the game of his life of like, "Oh, he can't take free kicks, bang top corner." I'm like, "What? Shut up! Stop talking."
Well, that was funny though. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to a football match, mate. And it's just, again, like I've been saying this all the time, and some of the people were saying about our one from Sunday, we all just seem giddy and happy to be Leeds fans right now, and it's just refreshing and good. Hopefully we just keep this going. Do you know what? I've thought today as well, right? If we don't concede any more goals this season, we'll probably win the league. Yeah, we'll probably win the league. Do you think?
Yeah. Well, you know what? Thinking about that, Kev, why don't we just not concede any more goals then?
Ever.
We'll do that.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'll ring Fark and
Nils
tell him. Yeah.
Around. Yeah.
No nils though, mate. We're not George Graham anymore.
No, I'm saying like just nils for the rest of the season now.
Oh, okay.
No more goals against. I think we've sussed it, man.
We have sussed it. We've sussed it for 4 matches. It's amazing.
To be honest, right, what I'm enjoying at the moment is that I don't think we've got close to our best yet.
Possibly.
That's what I think. I think there's still our slow build-up play at the moment.
Yeah.
I think over time that'll get quicker.
Do you think the quickness the quicker the play needs to come from the centre backs and the full backs a little bit more from us at the moment, because Ampadu seems to get the ball and lay it off quite quickly and get and start and initiate the attacks. Do you think like Roden and Stroke's been quite good at this, but sometimes he's been a bit slow at doing it? Do you think as the games progress, he's going to get a lot better in that, and we're going to get a lot quicker from actually playing the ball out from the back and initiating attacks that way, and in the phases of play, being a lot quicker and just wearing teams down quickly as well, mate? Just get them knackered.
Yeah, I think so. Like, I could be wrong. It could just be this is the way that he wants it. He wants it slow, and then bang, bang, bang. But the way I was thinking about it is, over time, we're looking for movement.
Yeah.
When the centre back is getting the ball, we're looking for certain movements, runs into spaces and stuff. I think there'll come a point, not all the time, but there'll come a point where we won't need to look. It'll be, I know that if I hit this space, so and so will be there.
Yeah.
Or so, you know what I mean? So they'll be getting the ball and they'll be hitting a space knowing that one of our players will be there. So that's where the speed will come into it. We'll get up the pitch quicker. We'll have them on the back foot quicker. It might not go that way. I mean, that's just my opinion. That's what I think might happen. It could, like I say, it could just be this thing where it's just a game plan to keep the ball slowly moving around the back to sort of like off put the other team. So when we do break, it's all quick. But that's what it could be. But my opinion is it might get worse for the other teams.
I hope so.
Which is good for us.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Anyway,
I've got this like feeling. Okay, you know, I'll have my feelings.
Yeah.
That we're probably going to win the league this year, win the Premiership next year, and then win the Champions League the year after.
Obviously, yeah. Without conceding any goals.
Without conceding any goals at all, as well. Yeah. Keep the same defence every game as well. Don't even need Jed Spence anymore. Just keep ailing it.
Yeah, fuck it. That's the other thing as well, is improving on certain players. Our gameplay will improve by that metric.
Yeah.
So, like I say, we're not. I know we take the piss out of Ailing, but it's been amazing for us for all these years.
Yeah.
But it does need replacing. And when you get a player like Jed Spence in that can cover a ground a lot quicker, he's technically better on the ball.
Yeah.
That will improve our game, and that will add another dimension to our sort of formations and the way we play.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think now we're great, but I think we're gonna get a lot better.
Okay, I agree. Touch wood. Right, I've got wood toucher. I've got one final thing that I would like us to talk about today, if that's all right.
How to Costa?
No, he's a shitbag. He fuck off.
Just before you go on to this, I was just thinking about How to Costa.
Okay.
Just imagine. You know Hauja? Imagine he had Costa's first name. Anyway.
Who? Hauja? Hjelda.
Imagine he had...
Hjelda.
A nice name, I like that.
That's a great name. Hjelda. I can't even say it. Hjelda.
Well, go on with your point, mate.
All right. Okay, so have you watched the press conference from today?
I have.
Do you think Daniel Farke likes Patrick Bamford?
I think he likes everybody at Leeds.
Yeah. Do you think that Patrick Bamford could be a better player under Daniel Farke than he has been in the past 2 years?
I think he could be a better player in the system that we play. I think any player from last year playing under Farke would be better. Probably, honest with you.
Yeah. Do you know what? I know he's gone, right? But I do think maybe Matt Rocker could have played really good in this system.
He could, but you can't teach speed on the turn.
No, you can't.
That's in your mechanics.
You can't teach truck drivers how to reverse. It's down an alleyway. You know, it's
you can't turn a barge, mate.
Yeah,
you can't turn. You have to just go forward or back.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot been going on. There's a big like piece on Patrick Bamford in this press conference today, and from what I can see, he's obviously got his back at least, hasn't he? And he's trying you can see that he's trying to draw confidence into him from outside of football, not just within the inside. And if he can turn Patrick Bamford round, Okay, I'm not saying he's going to be a starter, and whoever's going to come at me about, I think as a good squad player, and say if we're in a really, really tough game and we're winning 1-0, and you need to lump it someone who's going to hold up onto the ball, I think he could be your man to do that sort of job, because he can hold the ball up well. It's just whether his Papadom knees will let him play football for longer than 10 minutes.
Yeah, I mean there are strengths to like Bamford's game that we might need this season, as long as he's not putting him on to score us a goal.
Yep, I agree with this. By the way, this is not me saying Bamford should be starting every game as our number one striker to score all our goals. Rutter and Perot are going to create everything that we need this season. I'm talking about in certain scenarios. This is what I just want to get that out there before people come at me about saying that they think, oh, Patrick Bamford's God's gift. He's not. He's past it.
No.
But we've got him, and he's here for the next 3 years of his contract. Okay? We need to realise what sort of he's going to be here. We're not going to be able to sell him. Right? We're not going to be able to sell him. But he could come up with a few goals this year in certain situations. And I believe he can do that. But I've been wrong about so much shit in my entire life.
No, but I agree to an extent. I think that there will be games where a player like him will help us and sort of get us over the line at times. Like I said, if we're losing and we need to score a goal,
it's not him, is it?
Farker's like, come on, Pro, come on, Bamford. I'll instantly turn off the telly and go, we lost this game then.
Okay, I agree with that.
Or he's going to be injured.
Yeah, he'll be injured. Okay, last of the last, James. Predictions for this weekend.
Oh, before we go on to predictions, I just want to point out that we're both on 14 points.
I thought we was. Yeah, I worked out. We actually both got 3-0 last week, didn't we?
We did, mate.
Yeah,
we did.
Okay. So, who wants to come first on now? Then, who do you want to? What do you think?
Well, you can give me your prediction.
I'm going to go 2-0.
2-0. Okay. Tell you what, we'll get
to Southampton.
Southampton.
I'm only joking.
I thought you was going to say that. Because George Ware's cousin's back in the fold, isn't he?
He is, yeah. Brett Omerod's out of retirement. He's going to do, is it? Go on then, what's yours?
Fucking hell. So we're not conceding anymore, are we?
No.
I can't believe we said that on here now.
Oh no. We're going to get annihilated.
Well, he's still here. The manager's still in. I did say that if he's still in and he plays the same way, which I think he will play the same way to an extent, because he won't want to go away from his sort of philosophy. I want to keep trying to play it, but I think he will be a bit more cautious against us because we're like the best team in the world.
Yeah.
I want to say 4-0 again.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Don't do this to me.
I'm going to say 4-0. I'm going to go 4-0.
All right.
4-0.
Okay.
Right.
I'll take it. I'll take it, yeah.
Do you want to give me any scorers?
No scorers this week.
No scorers?
No, I think Pirro will score.
Just pick, I'll tell you what, we'll pick one scorer each who's going to score. So you're going to pick Pirro to score, yeah.
You're going to pick Somerville?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to pick, if he plays, I don't know why, I'm going to pick Kamara, or Kamara, however you want to say it.
Okay. Doesn't shoot very often.
No, but I just think maybe a corner just like falls to him and he just slaps it in.
Okay. I'll take your word for that one, all right?
4-0. 2-0 to you.
Okay. Excellent.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
Right, so we're going to
good, mate.
We're going to tell everybody our schedule now for the next few days if the people that have been coming back. So I'm on tomorrow on Not Another Leeds podcast. And
I'm at a party.
James is at a party. And we're back on Sunday with a fusion of shows. Not Another Leeds House with Danny from Not Another Leeds podcast. Yeah. So yeah, just the same schedule that we're actually keeping on time for a little bit for once. We'll see how long that lasts. It's coming up to drink. It is coming up to drinking season though, isn't it? So
I don't drink, mate. So it's never a season for me.
Yeah, you don't.
Fortunately, I'm a good boy.
Yes. Right, should we finish up there then, James? Would you like to do it? Would you like to do something? Would you like to say something before we go?
I would like to say appreciate all the comments on the videos to all the guys that are doing it. Crack on with that. Carry on. Like, subscribe, and
just keep watching. We seem to be we're growing all right, aren't we? So I just thought, yeah, thank you to everybody that keeps on coming back and listening. This obviously that you're watching for a lot. The watch time on these videos is mental, and I can't believe it. So thank you very much. Yeah, and I guess we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.